Yes, I start recording now. So the format is that we will pitch. I mean maybe just the idea thing is like maybe 3 minutes, and then we do Q&A, and we have long here to help you guys to perfect the pitch. Okay, so try to be short and precise. And I also record this, and I will send you back the video for you to like review yourself. Okay, now let's get started.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So Mark, your go.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, awesome.
Can you see the deck?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'd like to start by asking you all a question this morning. Who here has ever bought sushi from the gas station? If you have, congratulations, because that's a very bold move. You never really know what you're getting. It might look great, neatly wrapped, labeled, maybe even sitting in a store that you're familiar with. But deep down, you never really know what you're getting. It's a complete gamble. And you don't know how long it's been sitting there, what the quality is like, or whether it's actually safe to consume. And that, unfortunately, is the state of the carbon markets today. You have carbon tokens that look legitimate, packaged nicely, listed on reputable platforms, but under the surface, no one truly knows the quality or integrity of the data behind them. Just like that sushi, they're unverified, untraceable, and often spoiled before they ever reach the shelf. That's the problem we're solving. We're making sure that every piece of carbon data can be trusted from the source, verified automatically, and transparently recorded so buyers know exactly what they're getting. This slide shows a traditional carbon credit process, the one we're aiming to replace. It starts with project developers or consultants.
Sorry, Mark. The
Yeah.
slide not moving.
Oh, man.
Yep. So just tell me. Okay, thanks.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Very good start, Mark. Thank you.
Does it doesn't show this slide, eh? The current legacy process? No,
Yep. Okay.
it's there now. Okay. So this slide shows the current traditional carbon credit process, the one that we're aiming to replace. It starts with project developers or consultants that are manually collecting environmental data, often through spreadsheets, reports, or on-site visits. This data is then used to create what's called a project design document. From there, it goes through a handful of third-party verifiers who manually review the data and validate the project. This stage alone can take 6 to 18 months, cost anywhere from $50,000 upwards. And once the verifier signs off, the data is then sent to a registry like Vera or Gold Standard, where the credits are finally issued, often months later. And only after that, those credits can be tokenized and traded, which is why most tokenized carbon assets today represent retired or low quality credits rather than live verifiable ones. Our solution starts at the source. IoT sensors collecting real-time environmental data directly from factories, farms, infrastructure, etc. This gives us tamper-proof, continuous
Hi, Mark.
measurement.
The slide
Again,
not moving again. The slide not moving. Okay.
is it there now?
Yes. Yes.
Solution.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Each data point is then anchored on the Solana blockchain, creating a permanent auditable record that cannot be manipulated or lost in translation. That's what establishes trust. The blockchain becomes the single source of truth. Next, our AI engine automates verification and reporting, turning raw sensor data into audit-ready ESG or carbon performance reports. There's no consultants, there's no delays, just verified insights in real time. Once this data is verified, this becomes usable across multiple verticals, including asset tracking for lenders and insurers, automated ESG reporting for corporates, and tokenization of verified carbon credits for trading or financing new projects. So in short, we're transforming how environmental data moves from measurement to monetization, replacing slow manual verification with automated, trusted infrastructure. It's no secret that combating climate change is one of the defining global challenges of our time, and governments and corporations everywhere are committed to committing serious capital to measuring verifiable climate action. Globally, ESG compliance spending is projected to surpass 40 billion by 2030, and the carbon credit market is expected to exceed 900 billion by 2030. In Southeast Asia, Vietnam is leading the charge. We have committed to net zero emissions by 2050 and are now implementing a national carbon market roadmap. That roadmap is called the ETS pilot program. It was launched this year with a full rollout planned by 2028, which will position Vietnam as one of the first regulated carbon markets in Southeast Asia. At the same time, a recent ESG lending program has just been announced, which will require banks to verify borrowers' sustainability performance, creating direct demand for real-time verifiable ESG data. On the corporate side, you're seeing global corporations that are setting their own targets. For example, McDonald's, they aim to cut emissions by 36% by 2030, and Apple now requires suppliers to measure and report verified emissions. This growing corporate accountability is putting pressure on supply chains in emerging markets, especially in manufacturing hubs like Vietnam, to adopt trusted verification systems. The key takeaways here is whoever builds this trusted infrastructure layer for verified ESG and carbon data will become the utility backbone of the carbon economy. Vietnam's position with government mandates, industrial scale, and early carbon market regulation make it the ideal launchpad for our model. So we're in the market already. This isn't just a concept. We're already live. We deployed and manage an IoT network across Da Nang in partnership with the Department of Science and Technology. This network covers energy, agriculture, and environmental monitoring, and it shows that our platform and technology works across multiple sectors, not just a niche use case. So this gives us two advantages in the market. First, credibility. We've proven that we can operate a citywide IoT network. Second, it forms the foundation of our DeepIn strategy. We'll expand our coverage in Vietnam and then leverage Helium's LoRaWAN network to scale rapidly across Southeast Asia without any heavy infrastructure costs. If you're unfamiliar with Helium, they are the fastest growing decentralized wireless network in the world. So Helium will provide the carrier layer and will provide the verified data, reporting, and credit issuance to make it valuable. So we're now going to talk a little bit through our blockchain integration strategy. So we're leveraging Solana's high-speed, low-cost blockchain to make IoT verifiable, transparent, and tamper-proof, creating trust in environmental reporting. First, each data block from our IoT sensors is hashed and recorded on chain, creating an immutable audit trail. This means no one can alter or manipulate underlying environmental data after it's collected. Next, smart contracts automate the verification process. From data collection to reporting, removing the need for manual validation and reducing time and cost. Finally, by connecting these verified data points to Solana, we're linking physical infrastructure to digital assets. This turns real-world environmental performance into on-chain, verifiable, and eventually tradable assets. In short, this is the bridge between the physical world and the blockchain world, and it's what makes our system transparent, scalable, and trusted. So we had our first successful hash last week. Huang's going to do a short product demo for you guys after the presentation, but this slide here shows a snapshot of that deployment. So each batch of our IoT data was hashed and recorded, creating that immutable record. What you're seeing here is a live transaction log from Solana's Explorer, confirming the process end to end. So data published from our IoT devices, processed through our bridge service, and finalized on-chain in seconds. So this is key proof. It demonstrates that our infrastructure isn't theoretical. It's already live, it's scalable, and it's integrated with Solana. Our business model. We see 4 key revenue streams with the business model. A subscription base, where we can pay an annual platform fee or a monthly platform fee for access to foundational data. You can pay per data set. If you have peak seasons and you need access to certain data for those seasons, becomes available. We'll offer services, so certification or tokenization as a service. If you need reporting, certification, or if you need tokenization, we can offer that as a service as well. And asset management insights for lenders, insurers, and asset owners so that they can have a better line of sight on predictive maintenance, reduce downtime, and just increase overall return on investment. So for our go-to-market strategy, phase one will be heavily aligned with the ESG lending program that's set to be rolled out this year. And we'll really try to be embedding ourselves within that process to become the data verification layer for banks and lenders. In phase two, we'll look to productize. We'll build out dashboards so we can offer additional services to those banks and lenders, such as the asset tracking. Phase three, we'll start to scale. We'll expand our coverage nationwide and regionally using Helium's network. And in phase four, we'll aim to tokenize verified credits. So why the blockchain? 4 key reasons for why the blockchain. Transparency. It's always been an issue in the past. Manual collection of data leaves room for manipulation, human error. Verifying that data and speeding up the process, tradability of it, and eventually network effect. So the more IoT sensors that we have, the more data that we'll collect. The more data that we can collect, the more credits we'll create, the more liquidity that will create, and the cycle continues by creating more adoption. So we've been proactive in the last little while building relationships with strategic partners. So strategic partners in a variety of verticals, on the technical side, on the standards and verification side, as well as the compliance side as well, and even the finance side as well with Dragon Capital there in their ESG department. So last but not least, we are building IoT that makes data true. Our grand vision for the business is to build that trust layer for environmental data, where every data point can be proven, it can be shared, and it can be valued. We're in the process of raising a pre-seed round right now. We're raising $1 million USD. I will probably raise that on a safe at a 5 million post-money cap. Our team itself has been in this energy and technology space for over 50 years, and we're the right team to drive this vision forward. And that is it for my presentation today. So happy to get feedback, happy to take questions. And yeah.
Hill, do I go? Or...
Yes, please.
All right. So Mark, a couple things. So the thing is, well, we've been working together for the last 3 weeks during Buildathon, right? So I think it's a long way to go for you guys. From what you started with, which was, just IoT devices. And now, I think you have a pretty robust model here with very clear-cut Solana strategy to integrate Solana. Couple things. So I think number one is remember you only have 3 minutes for your actual pitch for Colosseum. And I think you just spent about 10, 11 minutes on the whole pitch. So the challenge here is how do you cut that by 3x, right? So one thing that I think you should do is, again, simplify your pitch a lot. Take out the sushi story. I don't think it's that relevant, right? Maybe just start with the market opportunity. Just go right in, okay, guys, we're dealing with a $900 billion market opportunity here. So that's number one. Number two is, I think, arrive to the market opportunity, just go straight to the problem. The market is inefficient, it's fragmented, it's non-transparent, and so this is what we're doing. And then after that, go straight to the why Solana. I think the why Solana slide and the blockchain integration strategy, I think it's the same thing, right? You really just integrating blockchain because you need to solve this problem, and then you're using Solana in the process, and also Helium, because you need to address this problem with speed and efficiency, and also the fact that Solana had all these kind of different things that can support your migration from being a normal Web2 IoT company to become a Web3 DePIN company. And the last thing I think is the roadmap slides and the the roadmap and the strategy. It could be one slide, right? Literally, you don't have to have that many slides. I think you can just cut this down to maybe 6, 7, 8 slides, 10 at most. And know that would probably bring like cut a lot of inefficiency in your pitch, right? And then that could help you like shorten it significantly, and also like make people easier to understand what you're going after, right? Yeah, so that'd be my feedback. So I think the pitch is there, the materials are there, but the challenge is now for you to bring this down to 3 minutes. So that will be the next milestone in your storytelling here.
Okay, cool. I can definitely do that. I know that I kind of had things together this morning and started going through things and timing. I knew I was going to be over time, but I think I've got enough meat and potatoes there where I can trim some of the fat off of it and just focus on the core slides that are going to be the most compelling at the 3-minute pitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
this
Long.
is
Thanks, Long, for your feedback. I think we aim for a 7-minute speech here. I think Mark went over that. With a 3-minute speech for Solana, for Colosseum, I think usually it's about 5 to 6 slides that we will narrow down to. And we can trial that one for your next for the next meeting.
Sure. Again, this is like booking up in working out, guys. Like you gaining all the muscle first, you get all the fat and muscle first. You just get everything all there, and then now that you have the materials all there, it's time to really zone in. Well, sorry, wordplay, right, for the next team. But it's literally focus in and just like pick the essence.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, keep it in 3 minutes, because I think that is the magic number here.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that.
Okay.
So,
I think from my side, because we don't have a lot of time. From my side, I think I don't have comments on the slide itself, but I think you guys should set up a Twitter account, because from super team standpoint, when you have material like this, you can start doing marketing to Solana ecosystem from now. I can give you exposure to Solana Foundation, especially with the slide when you say you have coverage in city in Vietnam. That's a very good start for you, because the competition is not only on the slide. The competition is on social as well, on event, on whenever we can give you exposure to all the VC and ecosystem partners. So please, maybe after this, if you have it, or you don't, then create a Twitter account and start posting about what you are doing and all this thing, and let me know. So Super Team Vietnam will amplify your social account. Okay.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think Mark is setting up the Twitter account now.
Yeah,
And,
we actually just talked about that later yesterday. So we'll get that set up today, Hugh, and then I'll ping you after once it's all good to go.
Yeah, talk to Len from Minerva, right? You need help, like just maybe run some ad and like pushing for numbers.
Okay, sure.
Sure, that's great. Thank you very much for this. And now next team, ZoneIn. Can you join?
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark.
Yes, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next team, please.
All right, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
It's only turn. All right, so hold on, let me share my screen. 1 sec. Can you guys see the pitch? Is it well displayed?
Yes.
All right, so I will start the pitch right now. So I'm from ZoneIn, and we're building the Solana agentic trading operating system, focused on optimizing portfolios and trading in an efficient way. So our mission is to solve one of the hardest challenges that retail traders are facing on Solana, which is to keep ourselves informed and to keep ourselves making profit, consistently. So about Solana. So Solana is the fast becoming the on-chain Nasdaq with billions of volume and millions of users on platforms like Radium, Bumpun, Jupiter. But the problem is that the majority of traders are losing money day by day. And we actually did a detailed analysis about that, and we figured out that the traditional trading system is dying because on Solana, you're actually competing with other bots, and you need to comprehend so much data, so much noise, and it's about on-chain metrics, about off-chain sentiment, about whale moves, about news, and we believe that it's impossible for an average Joe to monitor all those data. That's why we make zoning. So what we're doing is simply speaking, we're actually leveraging AI agents, and we're running through our loop, which is to observe, to orient, to decide, and to act. So our agents actually scan on-chain and off-chain signals, and then we deliver some verifiable proofs, and then we give some actionable insights, and we're giving them faster and more consistently than any humans can ever do. So with zoning, users can optimize the portfolio through suggestion like this. So here is our core features. In this dashboard, you guys can actually optimize the portfolio in one click, and we cut decision making time by at least 70%, and you can actually act earlier and profit better from our products. So behind the core feature, which is the AI portfolio strategy, we have two foundations, which is the Deep Intel and the Trader Atlas. So the Deep Intel is actually a really high grade research on projects, and the Trader Atlas is actually about all the best traders on Solana. We did a detailed analysis on them, and then we put those two together, and then we make the suggestion that I just showed you. So our product is based on the best traders on Solana, and the high grade researchers. And about our roadmaps. So right now we're still in alpha stage, and we have like around 100 users right now, which are our friends and our really close people in the ecosystem. And we're trying to optimize the hit rate of like 55%. And in the next 6 to 9 months, we'll scale with while improving accuracy. We'll be putting more data, we'll be scaling more users into our product. And by 2026, our plan is to be the Bloomberg of Solana. And yeah, so we believe that zoning is building the future of on-chain trading, which is to be faster, to be smarter, and to be more AI driven. Yeah, so that is my pitch. And I'm happy to hear any questions from you guys.
Okay, Long, can you comment?
All right. So same issue from last time. There is no singular, um, memorable focus in your slides, right? And again, I think this is something that has more to do with the product itself than with the pitch, because you have like a kind of like a aggregation of different, like it's like a product suite, right? It's everything is really cool. It's very fun. It's like a hobby product, but can I sell this? Like let's say you like the Wolf Wall Street guy. He will ask this question like, sell me this pen. You're not selling this product because, but and again, it's not much to do with the pitch itself. It's more like to do with the product. Like I don't remember anything from the pitch. There's no single memorable point of focus where it comes to the product. So how to fix that? I think one is, I think your opening statement had to be a lot stronger. Like we're building like something along the line. We're building an agentic AI research platform for normies. And who are normies? So like people who don't know how to read, also not don't know how to read, but like the people who are just getting started with trading, get started with crypto, people who are looking into buying the first meme coins, they don't know where to start. People are looking into liquidity provisioning, they don't know where to start. So we're building a tool to put all that in one place with the support of agentic AI so that you can begin your journey into crypto. Something along that line, right? So two things that kind of pitch does, right? One is address the audience. Two is address the problem. And then from there, you start opening into like the solution, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to solve for this type of audience, this type of user base, right? And then something else I think was missing from the current pitch is I think what I talked to Kung about, right? Prediction market. How are you gonna so the idea I think what we mentioned was like how do we combine that into this product suite, right? So that could be a very good selling point. Even if you don't have it today, it's fine. Like throw it out there, test it. It's like so this discount product we also launching prediction market for crypto whales. Like we're tracking crypto whale wallets and like betting. I was like long and shorting on their positioning on right. So that could be something very interesting. That could be something very memorable, right? So I think that's my key takeaway from your pitch is that you need to fix the attention problem. Like you're building a attention capital market product, but there's no attention from your pitch.
Yeah, so we actually try to work on that, and we actually figured out that the core problem is our product. We have too many features, and it's hard to pick one and then say, oh, it's the main one. So I think yeah, we'll try to, as you say, we'll probably push this to the market and see the reaction. I think that is the best option for now.
Yeah, give it a try. Give it a try, right? Because you have way too many things in your deck, and it's just hard for people to really follow what you're doing.
Yeah, we're trying to work on that. Thank you for your feedback. Those is like the second time.
I think for my personal experience for product like this, because yesterday I heard a pitch from Titan Exchange. I don't know if you know about them, but they have like one of the new aggregator in Solana. And for a product like this, when you have, I think very clear, have like I think the reason why Long is not is unclear about your product because it is very clear market, and the only thing is like how you can make it better than other people in the market, and maybe some number or something, because I saw it with the Titan Exchange team. They have like the pitch they do is like, okay, I have a testing thing and my metric is like much better than the top one people in the market, and that it kind of like blow everyone away. So I guess that for this kind of thing, this kind of product, maybe some metrics about how you are better than other people, not just saying, but got something that's really catch other people, like how you make it really better from other product will be useful.
Oh, thank you for your feedback. So yeah, we're actually receiving our place, and we're trying to make some detailed analysis on the place that we're giving to the people. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for that feedback.
Okay. Okay, I think Long, do you have any other feedback, or we can go to the next team?
No, good.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so okay, next team, InterClub.
Right, thank you guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, this is InterClub.
Can you please share your screen?
Hi there, can you hear me? I share my screen one
Yes, I
second.
can hear you.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can hear you.
Brilliant. Hi, sorry, what's your name?
My name is Hiếu from Super Team Vietnam. Can you
Hey Hugh.
Okay.
I'm Charles here.
Oh, I don't, sorry. I don't have the camera the whole time. I thought
That's okay.
okay.
Here you are, nice. How
Yeah.
you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Cool. I've got my deck. How do I get my deck up on screen? Do I just drop it into the chat?
No, you can share your screen. Can you share your screen? and you can open your deck and you set your screen.
Okay, right. One moment. How's it going? How's the village?
It is running while upstairs. I'm downstairs doing this, and upstairs
Oh, okay, nice.
there are several workshop upstairs. But I think you can start from your side because we have like time in time.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to share my screen. Where do I share my screen? Sorry. Just looking. Screenshot, file. Where do I share screen? Oh, here we go, share. Okay, entire screen now, application windows. Sorry, it's asking for permission. 1 second. Okay. Oh, sorry, mate. Nearly there. Zoom. Okay, sorry, it's asking me to reopen. I've just changed the privacy. The
Yeah, maybe
security. I'll be
you can quit the application and turn it on and open it again.
okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay. To share InterClub. Okay, sharing. Okay, cool. So how many people are in the meeting? Is it just you, Hugh? There's a few others. Are they pitching or
Yes, they
are
are
they?
pitching. Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll quickly jump in. I'll start by introducing myself. So my name's Charles. I'm the founder of InterClub. I'm a filmmaker, a videographer, and a kickboxing coach. So I've been doing martial arts since I was 7. I've done different styles of kickboxing, kung fu, Wing Chun, Aikido, Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and more recently, Kung Kamai. Do you know what Kung Kamai is?
I don't know.
So Kung Kamai is basically it's the twin of Muay Thai. It's yeah, they're twins. They come from the same art. They pretty much look the same, but it comes from Cambodia, and it's what we train here. So I've been a coach here for about 6 years, and about 3.5 years ago, one of my students came to me, and he was a retired investment banker from the UK, and he said that he wanted to have a fight, and he'd been training with me for a few years, and but then he'd moved to another city, and he wanted to ask me if I thought he was good enough to have a professional fight, and the truth is, I didn't think he was good enough. He wasn't quite ready, especially in Cambodia. The level was quite high. It can be quite intimidating, quite dangerous. So I suggested to him that how about I organize an amateur match against one of my current students? You can come down from Siem Reap, come to Phnom Penh. We'll organize a small event and you can have an amateur match and you can get that experience without the danger and the risk of a professional fight. So we organized a small event. We put on 3 matches, different Kunkamai kickboxing matches, Muay Thai style. And yeah, it was, to our surprise, we had hundreds of people came. We had it at a local gym and it was absolutely packed. We had hundreds of people came and they absolutely loved it. And it was a crazy, wild, exciting night. And that was the birth of InterClub. So InterClub is essentially a amateur martial arts event. We focus on everyday people, not just people who want to be professionals, but everyday people like doctors, lawyers, accountants, teachers, coders, developers who just want to get some martial arts experience and have that full experience, but without being a professional. So we've been doing this for about 4 years now, and yeah, it's been quite surprising. It's been surprising how popular it is with the crowd. At first, we thought, who's gonna care? You know, just amateurs getting in the ring, competing. How is that interesting? But what we found is actually that's now our USP. People find it more interesting because of its everyday people. It's normal people, real people that they can relate to. So over the last 3.5 years, we've been putting on events. We've had over 100 fights, millions of views, like 30 odd different countries, and we've established
I'm sorry. Are you using the slide because I don't see any slide changing here?
Oh, this is just the intro. Sorry, the slides are coming next.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So the intro is quite long. I think you have
Yeah,
to slow it down anyway.
Sorry, mate. Okay, well, that's your first point. Okay, so anyway, that's the background. Now over the last few years, we've seen some ways to significantly improve the martial arts scene and to make our lives easier and to improve the lives of our fighters and the clubs and the events. So we've been developing our platform, which is interclub.io. So I'm hitting the slides now. So here we go. So what is an interclub? Interclub is when 2 or more clubs engage in collaborative competition. It's an ancient idea. It happens in all sports, and it's a great way of bringing people together, building community, building experience. Yeah, and building people's experience. So what are we creating here? It's an operating system for martial arts. So the idea is with the platform, it facilitates events, leagues, and championships by first and foremost building a record of verified results. So the problem is that every year, sorry, let's go to the problem. Every year there's thousands of interclub events and thousands of fights, but there's no verified record, especially for amateurs. So people put a lot of time, effort into training, a lot of risk, blood, sweat, tears. However, at the end of it, they often don't have anything to show for it. Maybe someone's recorded it on their phone, or maybe the result is on some Excel spreadsheet somewhere, but there's no centralized, verified index of results. So at the end of the day, there's nothing to show for it, which is where we come in with our solution. Interclub.io is what we're building, is a martial arts ecosystem, built on the world's first blockchain ledger of verified amateur results. So the idea is that's going to support events to facilitate leagues and championships. They can use that data to see who's performing, how people are performing, make matchups, rankings, stats, data. And then from a more personal perspective, the fighters get to build their own profile based on these results. So whether you have 1 fight, 2, 3, 4, 10, people can start to build their record and as a result, build their career, and ultimately, what we like to say is build your legacy, which ultimately is what a lot of people are looking for, is to express themselves as a martial artist, but also have something to show for it at the end, show their grandkids, their friends, their wives, show off a little bit, or have it for themselves, their own pride. I'm going to go back a little bit to the market. I don't know if any of you guys are into martial arts, but there's hundreds of millions of martial artists around the world. There's only a few professional martial artists, but there's hundreds of millions of martial artists, and lots of them would love to have some form of career, but at the moment, there's no real way of doing that in the amateur scene without standardized practices, leagues, championships, and records of results. So that's the size of the market. It's quite significant. And that's the solution that we're creating. So how would it work? The athletes, the fighters, they create their profiles, which they can customize, individualize. You submit event details and the fight card. So the fight card would be linked to the different profiles, i.e. saying who's fighting. And then submit the video, submit broadcast standard content of the fights, which will be verified. So at first we can verify them humanly, but the next step would be to have AI verification of the results. So we can say clearly who won. The next level to that would be AI analysis, stats, perhaps even refereeing, judging in future. And all these results will be added to the InterClub ledger, which will be linked to the fighter profiles and linked to the professional grade content, creating a sort of centralized database of amateur martial artists and amateur martial arts. So what this means for the fighters is an opportunity to build their career, however big or small. They can build their record through fights, leagues, and championships, and earn token rewards for participation and performance. They can browse other events from around the world and register to participate. And they can see stats, rankings, and fight content from events around the world, but also particularly from potential competition. Because when you are competing in an interclub in full combat martial arts, you want to know who your opponent is. If you have the opportunity to see some stats and data on who they are, how they fight, maybe see the content, then that's a really powerful thing in preparation. So that's the world that we're creating. And they'll be able to register for events or possibly even be selected for events based on their performance. So the idea is to create a token ecosystem we can use the tokens be used for tickets, club and fighter rewards, merchandise, event registration fees, premium subscription, and more. You can also tipping fighters, and you can add to the rewards pool specifically for a fighter or for a fight, or just the general rewards pool, and a number of ways just to engage the fans even more and also make them stakeholders in the league and benefit from the growth. So as the interclub movement expands across the region and globe, with every new club onboarded, the interclub network grows. So at the moment, we started in Cambodia. We're looking at expanding we're actually looking at Vietnam for the next step. And over the next year or so, we're looking to expand across Asia, then into America and the rest of the world. So with every new club and event onboarded, we have a network of fighters, gyms, and also fans. So benefiting from that network growth to increase transaction volume and build the full ecosystem. So just to recap the profiles, in a way, you could almost say it's a bit like a a career management system, or a bit like a LinkedIn profile for martial artists, where they can fully customize and showing their record and their stats, their fights, and any additional content, merch and NFTs. And they can also sell tickets for commission, have tipping features, and be fully involved in the martial arts ecosystem while building their career. In addition to all that, on the platform, there'll be some premium services that will come on board in time. AI analysis of fights, strategy, training plans that come from that. On the gym side, gym management system, also available for coaches to help manage training, personal training, training programs, and also exposure as well. So advertising, positioning, exposure for clubs or personal trainers, as well as event live streams, possible commission structure there, or a subscription structure for people wanting to watch live events, e-commerce, and e-ticketing.
Oh, can you speed up, because I think you're out of time.
Okay, and that's it. So yeah, and we're looking for a blockchain partner, and that's it.
I think this is interesting because you have a real business to back this up. But
yeah,
few of my comment. One is you heard from other people, right? We only had 3 minutes. This is like way more than 3 minutes. So we have.
Oh, I thought it was 7. Sorry.
No. I mean, like I'm in here. You can do it long, but I mean, I'm talking about the real Colosseum pitch deck.
Right. Okay.
We only let you do it for 3 minutes. So we have to figure out a way to squeeze it into 3 minutes. That is, I mean, that is the end point. The end goal. That's one thing. Second thing is, like, I think I still don't get why blockchain here. You can, as you say yourself, right? This is the CIM system. Why do you need blockchain? You have to answer it for yourself. And to be honest, I think in the season of 2016 and 2017, there are several kind of like creator economy projects doing something like you. But I think they did it for music creator. And for what is that? The people who go to venue, to coffee, and do kind of like performance in those shop. And have that thing, and they try to do it in blockchain in 2016, 2017, but they failed. I love it to, like, we have a group chat. Please do some research on it and tell me why they fail and why now. I do see like this thing is very valid because it's kind of like cross-border business, and we do need blockchain to make like easier for competitor to travel country to country, get reward when they interact with various party. This is kind of like one of the reasons why many projects in 2016 and 2017 doing something similar like you, they got funding, but they fail. I really want to see why they fail, because I did see this before. So I think that is the overall. So maybe two big comment. One is like squeeze everything into 3 minutes. Second thing is like we have a group chat, and I love to see your research on the people did it in the past and why now is the time for you to do it. There's a lot of reasons. Maybe in the past the technology is not there yet, or maybe in the past they did it the wrong way. I have no idea, but maybe find out about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, just like maybe use AI and they will send you that information. And I think that is maybe the starting point, and then we can work on that.
Okay.
And the second thing is, do you know FanPlay?
FanPlay? No.
Oh, so you from the UK, right?
Yeah, from England. Yeah.
Okay, so in Super Team UK, there's a guy named Mike from FanPlay, and what they do is that they build an entertainment platform using blockchain for people to interact. They start with hamster racing, and now they do like more things. So I think the core business is quite similar to you. The core business for them is entertainment with like competition and everything. They just choose a different form of expression. So maybe it's and they win the last year hackathons. They win some track, I think. So I can connect you with FanPlay and see how you guys can interact. Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That's 3 things. Can you type those 3 comments into the group chat? And now
yes, I can
move on to the next team. Thank you very much, Chus.
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's move to the next team. AMOCA. Thank you, Chus. AMOCA.
Yes, I can hear. Hello, everyone.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right. So, should I share my screen?
Wow, nice beach.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just did it 5 minutes ago. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hello. So I'd like to present my project. AMOCA is a decentralized healthcare service marketplace mobile app on Solana mobile. So why we try to build on Solana? Because the main privacy and economic model can be enabled with blockchain and overall. And so yeah, it's a huge demand for healthcare in every country in the world, especially for nursing, home care, virtual care, and physical at-home care. So the benefit for patient is huge promotion and on the patient can invest directly to the nurse. Could be in the other country as well for education to provide more nurse, more doctor for our future healthcare system. And so the whole we could be a whole marketplace with hospital as home model and provide security for data sharing for medical data treatment and yeah, provide medication optimization. Yeah. So and then so we provide a LinkedIn of care for the nursing, and so provide security, web app, good compensation, and job security for nursing. And because with all the contract, we can enable the consent mechanism. We provide the reward information and so connect with different institutions for research and industry like pharmaceutical industry to buy out healthcare data. Yes, so we rely mostly on hospital as home and also virtual care as well. So we can develop in future bigger interaction with on the hospital health system for some chain or some big hospital in future, but now we focus directly for home care and as data hub, healthcare data hub on Solana, and yeah, and provide certification proof of work for on the nodes and improve the care quality because on the nodes receive better compensation and faster buyout as possible with Solana. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I still don't get what is your project and what. So few questions you have to answer.
Yeah.
Who is paying you and why? Tell me who is paying
Yes.
you and why?
It's the patient. It's a patient. The
No, pay you.
hospital.
Who pay you?
The end consumer is the patient and could be the nurse hospital as well. So
Okay.
B2B and B2C in the same
No.
time.
Why the patient pay you?
Yeah, because we are a home care service marketplace, so people can book the care service directly on our AMOCA app.
So you are home care service marketplace.
Yes.
I get it. Just like Uber for healthcare, right?
Yes.
Service. Okay. So why blockchain?
Yes, why blockchain? Because blockchain can provide security and immunity to hack and provide 24/7 data access for different stakeholder.
Uh,
And
Do you think like for example, like I don't think your data is as complex and as big as, let's say, Uber or Grab, and they don't use blockchain. And I don't think they have a plan
Yes,
to
yes.
move to blockchain soon, right? So why do you think this is a selling point? To be honest, I don't see this as a selling point. I don't see why
Yes,
blockchain is a selling point to platform like this.
yes, absolutely. The strongest benefit for the whole system to use blockchain is provide reward and integrity for payment for different stakeholder in real time. We don't need of many day or many week for on processing of the finance flow. So it's that's single speed and security compliance is provided on chain. So on the finance flow for healthcare can be optimized 100%.
I think
Okay.
maybe can you please I send the link in the chat. Maybe can you
Okay.
please fill out the business model canvas
All
and
right.
make
All
sure that
right.
you have all the party kind of like every column fill out. So
All
it's
right.
easier for me to understand, like I mean basically
Okay.
the slide is for you to present part of this, not saying everything, right? But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think your business model is not clear enough, so that's the reason why
Okay.
when you present,
Yeah.
still don't get it. And
Yes. Yes.
remember that you have only 3 minutes, so maybe squeeze this out. Uh,
Okay.
I do you have a group chat? Okay. I think we have a group chat already. So
All
next
right.
time, can you fill this out and send me in the group chat, and we can have
Okay.
a one-on-one session somewhere else.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Next team, please. I think that's the lead is over, but we have FyStack, 5 minutes to prepare. Okay, I can wait.
Sorry, is there one more or?
There's one more, but the long,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but you are optional in kind of like, is this optional for using the call? So it's up to you.
No, I can sit. I can sit
Okay.
in. It was one more I can just sit in. I think in general, like the last two teams, one single advice for both teams is that I don't see the problem you're trying to solve with blockchain.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, blockchain Solana, right? Because like, again, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think the purpose for this call, for this series of calls, is to prepare you for Colosseum, and for also like to be shipping products on Solana and to be presenting my product on Solana. I think InterClub has a stronger track record, but again, the same issue, right? Like you don't really have like a clear problem statement as to what you're solving and why Solana. So I think that need to fix that. I think for AMOCA, obviously, telehealth is a pretty much a dead model in Web two at this point. You ask any Web two VC, they'll be like, no, we're not touching telehealth in like within a mile, within a yard, right? So why would it make sense to bring it to Web three? So that's probably have a quick answer for yourself, right? Before you even present this.
Yeah, I think like okay, maybe Chuck is still in the call. I kind of like do a research with AI, and they show me project from 2016 to 2017 like Vibrate. I put the name here, and Toonly. So kind of like they are
Okay,
crowdsourcing new.
thank you.
So kind of like it because you have the token, right? So people use the token to support musicians. So this is something happened in 2017. They raised 10.7 million, but that was like 8 years ago.
Let me give InterClub one advice, right? So
Yeah.
you see like these streams that's being tokenized on Pump Fund, and you see like these tokenized creator coins, right? So one thing that InterClub can do is either like tokenize the sports stream. So let's say you have a Muay Thai match and you're streaming it, so you can either tokenize that, launch it on Pump Fund as a meme coin, or and this is the most sustainable way. This is something that Colosseum mentioned themselves in the request for product document, the RFP, is that you can do creator coins with a claim process. And what do I mean by that, right? So let's say you have a bunch of users who are like martial artists, like not pro, but like, you know, amateur martial artists, whatever. And what you can do is you can tokenize their profile. So each profile would have like this many wins, this many performances, this many views if they have videos. And you can tokenize that. And so and then so of course when you have people who are like winning matches, people who are winning prizes, the revenue from that if the platform collecting revenue from that, you can use the revenue to buy back the token of these creators, and it again like pump the token, right? So that is the internet capital market play here. That I can think that could work. So just an FYI.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I introduce just to fan play, because the thing is like there's a wide blockchain element in here. So similar to one of the projects that we are supporting in Vietnam right now, people today they are building games, right? But actually, most of the revenue right now coming from streamer and the fan who watch the stream. So we kind of like using blockchain as a mechanism for fan, for people who watch the stream digitally to involve in the game. So I think token can play that role. In fan play and maybe even in your projects, you can talk about what Leo is talking about, with tokenize the game, tokenize the result of the game. You have betting market and everything. A lot of things can go like using that mechanism. I think the big idea is like using blockchains as a technical platform. So the viewer, the people who not like in there, not like directly like physical in the game, can watch the game and now participate in it. So we are doing it digitally with a gaming platform, but you are doing in real life things that is pretty like doable with that as well. And also fan play when they do hamster racing and everything, so they kind of like have that mechanism. And for example, I do see a project from Japan. And a very interesting project. What they do is that they live stream the machine that is picking you have a machine, and then an arm that is going to pick the pick the toy. So they use crypto for that. Several ways for them to do that. One is like they use blockchain transaction for you to control the machine to pick the coin, and you really have the reward, which is the coin. So kind of like blockchain as a mechanism for for fun and for entertainment like this, for people to immerse in the game. I to be honest, I think this is not really the meta, but kind of like one of the way that a lot of project is using blockchain now, that I start seeing it from 2025. Maybe the blockchain infrastructure is now really good for this now. Like back in 2016, 17, this is like impossible.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. FyStack, are you ready?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you set the screen?
Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay, can you see my screen yet?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning. So my name is Ted, and I'm with FyStack. So, in this industry, the single biggest challenge and risk that every business is facing is to be in custody. And at FyStack, we believe that managing your own assets shouldn't be a liability; it should be your advantage. And we make enterprise-grade wallet infrastructure accessible and affordable, so you can eliminate custody risk and unlock your growth. Right now, the industry is wasting enormous resources on a problem that should already be solved. So business spend 80% of their engineering time on complex wallet infrastructure. Additionally, it's also incredibly risky. Last year, wallet breach caused over $3 billion in losses. And for the process, it's slow and taking weeks, months to add a new blockchain. The cost of compromise is really huge. It's not just financial loss, and it's being locked into expensive vendors. And it's also being faced with compliance burdens. And more importantly, it could affect your brand image and destroy the trust that you build with your user. But the current solutions are inadequate. The hot wallet is very insecure. The cold wallet is too slow. Multi-sig is inflexible. And custodial services are expensive. Data residency risk and vendor locking. So what has changed? So business now demand full control of their assets. The core technology NBC is now proven and enterprise ready. And compliance is non-negotiable right now. The old way are no longer acceptable. And this is where FyStack comes in. We provide self-hosted MBC wallet infrastructure, your keys, your coins. There's no vendor login, and we offer simple, predictable cost that doesn't increase as your asset grow. And this position us uniquely in the market, while others force you to choose between scalability and control. FyStack deliver both. So how FyStack works? We build on platform on battle test and open source TSS lift from Binance. We provide powerful tools for you to automate your workflows, giving you full visibility for compliance, ensuring no single person can authorize a large transaction. For your developers, our simple and unified APIs mean you can integrate new blockchain in days, not months anymore. And so that you can focus on your core product to the customer, not on the wallet infrastructure. And we focus on the three core customers who need this today. First is platform builder, for example, exchange. For them, our solution allows them to scale 2 million of users without paying high per wallet fees. The second is institutional asset manager. Our auditable workflow and strict policy control are essential for meeting their compliance requirements. And last one is the Web2 company who want to enter in the blockchains. We provide them a safe and simple on-ramp to offer digital access. And more importantly, it's actually not our ideal customer profile because it's actually our customer already. We already had them in each of these segments. Our business model is simple and transparent. We have offer SaaS model. You can save customer up to 10 times cost than other providers. And additionally, we also offer on-premise deployments, which can be set up and launch the entire wallet stack in less than a month. And so how can we do that? So we have a team of experts in DeFi, platform engineering, applied cryptography in leading companies and university also. And we have a background required to solve this complex problem. And so to summarize, at FyStack, we are building the secure, scalable, and affordable wallet infrastructure that the industry needs to grow. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Leo or John, do you have like any comment for this? Because I think this is kind of like a project that is targeting into established market. I think they have like competition to 5 block, but they target on a different kind of like customer. They target on smaller enterprise instead of like big enterprise like 5 block. I think this is
Yes.
an area where John and Leo maybe more experienced than me.
Yeah, we focus on SME business, not enterprise.
Yeah, John can
Go ahead. Okay, thanks. Actually, I'm still recovering from influenza A. Yeah, sorry, Hugh.
Yeah.
You gave me a link, so I tried to join and see what's going on. But very quickly, I know FyStack team, and when I was visiting in supporting Vietnam, just I think 2 points. Yeah. Tan, can you go back to your problem statement
Yeah.
slide? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is good. You give tangible information why we need FyStack. You go to the next slide.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it will be great. So the first point, it will be great if you can give some statistic. What is the cost of compromise? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is, the financial catastrophe? We put down to dollars and cents. It will give a better idea of why exactly we need, your kind of wallet security. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second point, if you look at your problem statement and cost of compromise, and then after that, you go to your solution, go to your next slide. Yeah, after this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so just hold here, yeah. So self-hosted MPC, your keys, your coin, your solution doesn't really give detailed explanation for people that do not understand these kind of solutions. If you compare to the details that you provide in your earlier slides, the problem statement and so on. So if you go to your next slide.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. For me, I think you can scrap this because a lot of startup will just put their startup in the best positioning compared to the competitors. What I would suggest you do is list down, top 3 or top 5 competitors, put down, what is good about them, or what is in comparison to what your solution is great about, because no startup is perfect. Yeah. So I would say
Yeah.
replace this slide with some visibility of tangible market competitors, who are the clientele that you can search from DeepSeek that they have already gained market share. It shows that your solutioning has indeed gained some adoption or traction in the market, and people, and whether it's B2B, that really needs your solutioning. Okay, so in a short time, I think this is the immediate comments that I have. Over to you, Leo.
Yeah. Thank you, John, for the comment.
So John made all the comment on the slides. So I'm gonna skip the slide, right?
I'm sorry.
No, it's good, right? I hate going to slides anyway. I'm just gonna comment on the overall. I think the problem statement that you're setting out, right? So yeah, I mean, in overall, I think it's a good pitch. And this is something that you could go out and sell to, like, say, like clients and stuff. But I think as a investor, from an investor angle, right? This is like a SaaS product to me. Like, it's a Web3 SaaS product. So you try to sell like a software as a service solution, without a clear edge, right? So when I hear the problem, it's like, okay, I see that. I also see like a bunch of other people are trying to solve the same problem, larger scale, smaller scale, so on and so forth, right? So the issue that I have with this pitch is like, it doesn't make me feel like I need to use it. Because I also have a Web3 project, right? I also need to run all these things with like wallet infrastructure and whatever. But then when I hear this, like, I mean, this is a nice to have, right? But it doesn't really make me want to, like, okay, I should try this. So there's no FOMO effect when it comes to the pitch. Like, it doesn't pique my interest. And of course, as an investor, even less so, right? Like, okay, why should I be investing in this one, whereas like a bunch of other ones out there in the market, incumbent in the market, that maybe a little bit more expensive, but they do carry the brand as well. And so when I integrate something like this, right, the first thing I want is like, I want to show my users that, okay, I'm using this solution, which is a accredited solution is credible. They've been in the market for years, blah blah blah. If I'm using a new service, if I'm using a new player like FyStack, what is the upside, right? So I don't hear that. Again, I don't even need to look at the deck to really just say that I don't really hear the reason why I should be using this. So that's my only comment.
I think for my I think like John and John and Leo already gave you the comment. And the good thing for FyStack is the thing that makes you different from everyone in the call is that you already have revenue. I know that you already have customer, already revenue, the business already running, and however the problem is that this is kind of like I mean a traditional SaaS business as long term. However, I do see an edge for you guys. So maybe study this. Only my hunch. You see that there's a chance right now that enterprise is coming to blockchain and digital asset is a thing. And actually, every company they try to build a DAS. I don't know if that is going to be a reality, like a very popular or not. But if company they're going to build their own digital asset treasury, and if they are non-tech company, let's say I have a coffee shop, and I'm not coffee shop per se, but I have a factory. I have a lot of like money around me, and now I want to like maybe build a treasury instead of like just keeping fiat. So I might want to see something like this for my company. The reason why I say this because I think that company who's moving to blockchain they might want to keep the treasury in using a very stable assets like stablecoin. And you see that USDC they have MPC wallet. I'm very surprised because I am the one that support MPC support USDC circle in Vietnam to promote the MPC technology. I see it doesn't make sense at all for them to do it. But the more I look at it, the more I realize that they do it because they see the market when company is going to keep USDC not on wallet but on an MPC wallet because it's how enterprise is doing. So my suggestion for you guys is maybe going to stablecoin issuer and see if you can do a partnership with them and scale along with them. And you can tap into the narrative. It's like I don't sell FyStack to tech company or Web3 company because those guys they will say the same thing like Leo say. And I'm running super team right now. I don't even use your solution. Maybe just me lazy. I have to use it maybe later on. But you see, I don't have the formal effect that maybe Web2 people, Web2 enterprise coming to blockchain have. Web2 enterprise, when they go to blockchain, they want kind of like solution like this, which is reflect the real world when you have the accountant who holds like something and you have like decision maker process. But for Web3 startup or like community like us, when we have only maybe maybe max 2 to 3 decision maker, we don't really see the need. But if you go to enterprise, they need your solution. So maybe my suggestion is like maybe figure out one, talk to stablecoin issuer. It can be USDC. They already have their own solution, but maybe USDT, maybe Perena because Perena is a Solana native stablecoin, one of the first Solana native stablecoin, and they might want it. And I think this year, if you go to the hackathon, maybe you submit FyStack into the stablecoin track. You keep you keep doing what you are doing, but you change your narrative a little bit into stablecoin because this is like stablecoin friendly. And I don't know but if you look at your customer right now, I think most of the asset that you are managing for that they are using your solution to manage is stablecoin. So why don't you go directly to stablecoin? You get me? So I think this maybe
Yeah.
that's one narrative. Another narrative that I have a call with T the other day is reward asset.
Yeah.
Reward asset is a little bit far-fetched because you have to bring the asset to blockchain first, and there's a lot of moving piece to do that. But stablecoin is different. There's already stablecoin issuer. Stablecoin is already there. And for example, like for Vietnamese enterprise, the only thing they are waiting for right now is a centralized chain with a license for them to on ramp. And then now, boom, they have a lot of stablecoin. What do? They don't want to keep it under their belly because how they do it. So they will need solution like you guys, and now you can pivot yourself a little bit into like, instead of like Web3 startup, like what you are doing here, maybe you go into, uh, you go into to enterprise. I think that's good. And Tân, I think you are much better presenter than he. So so keep doing this. Cool, big congratulations to your first time pitching, and I think you did a really good you did a really good job.
Thank you for all the comments, and please tell my boss about that.
I will. But I think
Thank you.
maybe invest thinking about the stable coin. Last time I talked to T, I told him about reward asset, but this time because of the track of the hackathon as well, I think stable coin is more interesting. And maybe look at the customer you are serving right now, what assets they are managing. I think that is like 100% on stable coin. If it's true, then wow, why don't you just go for stable coin and you position yourself I mean treasury for every Web2 enterprise going to blockchain, and you and that market is like it's like empty right now because every Web3 company is serving Web3 startups. They don't really talk to Web2 people, and I know T background. I think he's a very good position to do that because he's coming from a traditional security company, Web2 company. So this is put yourself in a good position to do this. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, maybe put that comment into our group chat and then see you next time and see how you are changing the narrative.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining this. After this, I will upload the video to YouTube and send you all the link. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, team.
Thank you.